Good late Saturday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this final day of August. It's the 31st of 2019. It didn't really feel like the final day of August, though, when normally we should be still close to 90 degrees for an afternoon high, plenty of cloud cover. We just couldn't make it happen to end the month of August with. So we'll see if we can do better for the rest of the holiday weekend, but all eyes are on Dorian. We'll see if that can play a factor into our forecast. Plus, we'll see how our first full week of September is looking as we begin to roll along here. This is what we had to deal with throughout the course of the day. Plenty of cloud cover, even with some breaks in the clouds. Again, it was just a struggle to warm up, but at least we kept things quiet, especially overlooking Indigo Sky Casino and Resort just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Again, it was thanks to those clouds that meant after we had kind of a chilly start around the 62-degree mark this morning at Joplin Regional, the best we could do was see afternoon highs rebound into the mid-70s. With more sun tomorrow, I think we can tack on about 10 degrees to the thermometer, making for a more fitting weekend day ahead of us. Just before 9:30 from 7th and Rangeline, skies were partly to mostly cloudy, but looking nice and quiet. Again, the official numbers had us starting at 62 at Joplin Regional this morning and only topping out at 74. And this is remarkable. This felt like this whole month of August has been below normal as far as temperatures go. And not only that, look at how much rain we picked up this month. Just shy of 6 inches, 5.98 inches to be exact. But believe it or not, that is not an all-time record. You had to go back to about August of 1940, well before my time, where the Joplin area picked up just over 9 inches of rain. That is still the wettest August on record. But we're looking quiet right now, at least at last check. 68 degrees with a light north breeze and the humidity already climbing back up to 90%. So as temperatures flirt with the dew point with some pockets of clearing tonight and a light breeze, I cannot rule out some areas of fog that can develop as soon as we get closer to sunrise. Everybody made do with the best that we could with some of those breaks in the clouds. A few spots like Yates Center, Chanute, Fredonia, Bentonville did manage to sneak close to 80 degrees today. Everybody else had to make do with mid-70s for highs. Last check of temperatures area-wide before the top of the 10 o'clock hour had most of us in the upper 60s to about the lower 70s. That's where we're going to stay as we get into late night. Then it's just going to be a very slow drop-off back into the mid-60s as we work closer to sunrise. But again, as we go through the overnight with these pockets of clearing in the clouds, can't rule out some areas of fog. I don't think it'll be too dense, but it's something to keep in mind if you're going to be on the roads late tonight and especially early tomorrow morning. And if any fog is out there, we'll burn it off as soon as we get past sunrise after, say, a few hours. And then we'll have at least partly sunny skies do its trick to warm things up once again. In fact, we should be near 80 by noon on your Sunday. The SkyWest Storm Tracker has actually been keeping an eye on a few showers, mainly in southeastern Kansas and at the latest scan, west of Lamar, right around Minden-Mines, northwestern corner of Barton County. That's all because of a very fast but overall weak upper-level wave passing right on top of the area. Nothing to be too concerned about. In fact, these showers are a far cry from, well, unfortunately, what the folks in the Bahamas, and especially the northern Bahamas, will have to deal with. This guy, Hurricane Dorian, last check, a Category 4, a strong Category 4 hurricane with sustained wind speeds of 150 miles per hour. Gusts have been pushing near 185 at times. It's continuing its westerly track at about 8 miles per hour. It will be impacting the northern Bahamas as we go into your Sunday, as it flourishes between a very strong Category 4 to almost a weak Category 5. Doesn't matter what category it is going to be a nasty hurricane for the Bahamas as we go into Sunday. Earlier in the week and throughout most of the week, we were concerned about this making a direct hit on Florida, but the steering winds might want to suggest otherwise. We could see this stay just offshore, but doesn't change the fact that the storm's still pretty close to the Florida Atlantic coast. Even if Dorian stays offshore, that it could be some nasty storm surge for the people to work with as we head toward Labor Day and Tuesday. And even though it will continue to hug the shoreline as we head closer to Georgia and the Carolinas as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, with this working over less warm Atlantic waters, it will gradually begin to weaken, but this could still be a bit of a mess that we'll have to keep an eye on throughout the course of the coming week. But with that more northerly turn and with it hugging the Atlantic coast, it's not looking like it's going to impact our weather in the slightest. So we'll keep things quiet here, but we will be tracking our next cold front. It's in the Pacific Northwest now. That could be in here by the middle of the week. In the short term, partly to mostly cloudy skies to start the late night out, and with those pockets of clearing as temperatures near the dew point, can't rule out some areas of fog as we get your Sunday morning started. Otherwise, we'll have another mild night. Lows drop to 65. Tomorrow, I think we can do better, not only with the sunshine, which we should see more of with partly sunny skies, but that should also allow us to do better with temperatures. 79 by noon. I'm anticipating Joplin hitting 84 degrees for an afternoon high, but I think everybody will at least go back into the mid-80s if we can burn the fog out fast enough. I think we can, though. So we'll hold on to the mid-80s for your Sunday afternoon while we keep an eye on our cold front to the north and west. But as long as it still has a bit of real estate to go before it works in here, look at that. We'll keep things nice and quiet for your Labor Day. In fact, I'm expecting mostly sunny skies for your Labor Day. So the rest of the holiday weekend is looking pretty good, including Labor Day itself. We could start out with a little bit of morning fog for your Monday morning with lows back in the upper 60s, but we should be back near 84 by noon and pushing 89 degrees with a light south breeze for Monday afternoon. Then as we head into Tuesday, we can squeeze in one more warm, if not hot day, just ahead of that approaching cold front. Mostly sunny with highs around 90, if not the lower 90s. Then that cold front sweeps in as we head into Wednesday. We could even see a few thunderstorms with it, but more importantly, that front will knock temperatures back into the 80s by midweek and going into the weekend ahead of us. So let's go 84 tomorrow, 89 on Labor Day, 90 on Tuesday. With a few storms with that cold front, it's going to mainly cool us back into the mid-80s Wednesday and Thursday, 87 on Friday. Then we'll see if better storm chances can still materialize as we head towards next Saturday. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.